morning, Joe Justice here, coming to you live on December 21st, 2022. I hope you're having a wonderful day. We are well into the holiday season and just driving full barrel into it. So I am excited. We've got Christmas Eve coming up on Saturday, Christmas Day coming up on Sunday. Hope you're having a wonderful week and just a few more days left. I don't know about you, but I will not be here on Friday. I'm going to be doing a little bit of relaxing, a little time off. So I'm looking forward to it, spending time with the family. Can't wait. So I want to tell you a story today, and it's a story that you're familiar with because this has happened to you before. The first time I bought a car, the very first car I ever owned was a Dodge Omni. You're probably not familiar with Dodge Omnis, but they were a little car that were around back in the 90s. And I can remember I'd never heard of one. I'd never seen one before. And I didn't even know one existed. But it was really cheap because, I was in high school. I didn't have any money. My dad bought it for me. I think he paid $500. And it was old and a kind of a piece of junk. But like I say, I'd never heard of a Dodge Omni before. Great little car. But the one thing that was really strange was after I bought it, I started to notice I would see Dodge Omnis around town. You would drive around and all of a sudden, hey, there's a Dodge Omni, and hey, there's a Dodge Omni over there. Where did all these Dodge Omnis come from? I've never heard of a Dodge Omni before. All of a sudden, I buy one, and now everybody bought one? Well, of course, that's not what happened. Of course, what happened was those other Dodge Omnis were always there. All those vehicles were always there. It's just that I had never seen them before. And that's how perception works. It's really important to understand how your perception works. You see things that you're looking for. If you're not looking for something, you don't see it. We are just inundated with information all day long. You have to understand that stuff comes at us, new information, updating information, things that change, things that remain the same. Our brains kind of reduce everything down to the smallest thing. And that's why you get into habits. That's why habits are such a big deal. That's why habits are so important. It's because they kind of guide you day to day through physical activities and guide you through the world, navigating the world. If you actually had to live in a world where you looked and examined everything that was around you all the time, you would never be able to operate in the world. Given that, you would just be stuck analyzing everything constantly because everything is too complicated and the world is way too much. That's one of the things they're starting to understand with artificial intelligence. As they're making it more and more complicated, there's this realization that there's so much to do. There's so many choices. Nothing can move in real time while taking in all of the data that's presented to us in physical reality. So there's all kinds of problems with that. And that's when you get into this concept of the law of attraction. The law of attraction is kind of a misunderstood concept, this idea that if you focus on something, that the universe will provide it to you. And that's not exactly what's going on. What's going on is if you focus on something, if you believe in it, and your body operates searching for the thing that you're focused on, then you will see the opportunities that unfold in front of you. If you adjust your emotions to receive the information that will be of benefit to your goals, then your brain, your consciousness will begin to see those opportunities. And that's really what the law of attraction is. Another way to put it, and the way that I like to explain this entire concept to people, is that your beliefs drive reality. Whatever you believe will drive your actions, because your beliefs drive your emotions, and emotions drive your actions. Your actions change reality. So that means that your beliefs change reality. If you believe that you're going to have a miserable day today, you will feel that in your body. your body will look for things that will make you miserable, and your actions will drive you towards things that make you miserable, and you will be miserable. So your beliefs drive your actions, change reality. What you believe drives you to find miserable things which make you miserable, so your belief in I'm going to be miserable makes you miserable. It goes to that old quote that I've always heard attributed to Henry Ford. I assume that that's who actually said it, but it's on the internet, so who knows? The idea is whether you believe you can or you can't, you're right. And that's because your beliefs drive your behavior. Your behavior changes reality. So what you need to do, no matter what you're trying to accomplish, if you're trying to lose weight, if you're trying to get in shape, if you're trying to be a better parent, if you're trying to be a better student, if you're trying to make more money, you have to act as if you already have achieved those. You have to act as if you've already achieved those goals. You have to act as if you're already in great shape. You have to act as if you already have lots of money. You have to act as if you are already a good student. Act as if those things have already happened. That belief will then drive your body. That belief will then drive your actions, and you'll begin to look for opportunities to be a better student, to eat better, to exercise more, to be a better parent. Your mind will be open to the opportunities, just like when you buy a new car and your mind becomes open to the possibility that other cars like that are out there. When you make yourself bigger and you make yourself open to opportunities that will improve your life, your mind will seek out those opportunities to actually make those things manifest. And your belief that you're going to improve your life will drive your behavior, will drive the actions that you take that will manipulate the physical world. And that's exactly what's happening when your beliefs change reality. That is what the law of attraction is. Your belief changes reality because your belief becomes a driving force, a driving mechanism. We're not governed by reason, logic. Human beings are not driven that way. If they were, it would be very easy. You would wake up in the morning and you would say, I'm going to eat healthy today because it's good for me. And that's logic, that's reason, that's top down, that's great, that's wonderful. And then you would just do it. But that's not how we operate. That doesn't work. You can tell yourself all day long, I'm not going to eat any cake. And then all of a sudden, at lunchtime, you find yourself eating some cake. It's because we're not driven by logic. We're not logical animals. We're not reasonable creatures. No animal is. Nothing is driven by logic except for machines because they're built to operate in a logical fashion. We are built to operate by emotions. Emotions drive our behavior. So you have to open up yourself to the emotional growth, and you have to open yourself up to emotions and use those emotions to drive yourself forward. That's why you have to believe. You have to believe in yourself. You have to believe in what you're doing. You have to believe in order to achieve. You have to be part of this. You have to have this undying unquenchable thirst and desire. You have to believe that it's already done. In the future, this is already achieved. In the future, this goal has already come to pass. Now you're just waiting for it to happen. Believe that. Put that in your body. Let your emotions drive you forward. Fall back on those emotions. Believe in those emotions. Let it drive you. Let it push you. Let it propel you forward, and in time, you will synchronize so that your beliefs and your actions form together, and they make you that you can be your best self. All right, guys, you have a great day today. Go out there, manifest the best for yourself, and I will see you tomorrow.